anlattığım gibi aşağıdaki şöyle gözaltı çizginiz yukarıya doğru devam ediyormuş gibi bu şekilde istediğiniz kadar uzatabilirsiniz bunu. Yukarıya doğru uzatıyorsunuz. Daha sonra bakın fırçam bu şekildeydi hep. Yani sivri kısmı bu tarafa doğruydu. Şimdi ters çeviriyorum. Ve küçük bir üçgen çizerek eyelinerımla birleştiriyorum. Bunu istediğiniz kadar kalınlaştırabilirsiniz. Eğer eyelinerınızı daha kalın sürmek istiyorsanız yukarıdan üçgeni daha da kalınlaştırıyorum. Bakın. Bu şekilde. Kalınlaştırarak sürebilirsiniz. Diğer tarafları da ona göre düzelteceksiniz. Yavaş yavaş. Düzeltebilirsiniz. Şimdi bu şekilde sürmeniz şart değil. Örneğin ben burası çok ince gelen eyeliner sevmiyorum. Benim gözüm badem dediğimiz bir yapıya sahip. O yüzden yani burayı ince sürdüğüm zaman ve eyeliner'ı dolayısıyla kuyruktan uzattığım zaman çok daha badem bir göz oluyor. Çok ince bir yapıda oluyor ve ben bunu sevmiyorum. O yüzden her zaman normal eyeliner'ımı sürdükten sonra iç kısmı birazcık kalınlaştırıyorum. Bu şekilde. Daha yuvarlak bir, bakın. Hemen daha yuvarlak bir çizgi oldu. Şimdi dediğim gibi normal eyeliner'ınızı sürdükten sonra istediğiniz kadar bunu değiştirebilirsiniz. Daha da yukarıya çektim kuyruğunu. Daha büyük bir üçgenle birleştirdim. Dediğim gibi önce normal eyeliner'ınızı sürüp daha sonra onu istediğiniz kadar bozabilirsiniz. Yanınızda mutlaka bir Q-tip ve bir makyaj temizleyici bulunmalı. Şimdi eyeliner'ımı yine bir Q-tip ile değiştireceğim. Kuyruğu mesela diyelim ki çok uzun geldi. Kuyruğunu Q-tip ile birazcık inceltiyorum. Ve gördüğünüz gibi komple eyeliner'ımı silmeden sadece kuyruğunu istediğim şekilde soktum. Sonra da makyajımızı ne yapıyoruz? Rutuşla sildiğimiz yeri düzeltiyoruz. Hemen şuraya bir concealer. Ve gördüğünüz gibi bu kez kalın bir eyeliner sürmüş oldum. Kuyruğunu komple silmek istiyorum. Tabii ki bunu şu anda ben kalın bir eyeliner sürdüğüm ve sonra değiştirdiğim için böyle yapıyorum. Siz eğer başta kalın sürmek isterseniz bu kadar uzatmak zorunda değilsiniz. Kalın ama kısa kuyruklu bir eyeliner süreceğiz. Hemen fırçamı yine alıyorum. Eyeliner'a batırıyorum. Çok az uzatıyorum. Çok az uzatıyorum. Ve bitirdiğim yerle birleştiriyorum. Eyeliner'ın gövdesiyle birleştiriyorum diyelim. Bu da kalın ama kuyruksuz bir eyeliner oldu gördüğünüz gibi. Gelelim 210 numarayla şöyle dediğim gibi ince eyeliner fırçasıyla nasıl uygulayacağız onu görelim. Yine aynı eyeliner'ımı alıyorum. Jel eyeliner'la devam edeceğim. Daha sonra diğer eyeliner'ları göstereceğim. 210 numaralı fırçamı yine eyeliner'a batırdım. Şöyle kenarlarını hafif aldım. 210 numara daha ince. Alışması biraz daha zaman alabilir sizin için ama bununla daha ince hatlar yapabiliyorsunuz. Çok ince eyeliner sürmek istiyorsanız 263 bunun için uygun bir fırça değil. Yine bakın fırçayı komple yatay bir şekilde tutup dokunduruyorum. Ortadan başlıyorum. Küçük küçük vuruşlar yapıyorum. Dışa doğru hafif kalınlaştırıyorum. İçten tekrar çok ince bir şekilde yukarıyla birleştiriyorum. Gördüğünüz gibi 263'ten daha ince bir eyeliner oldu. Aslında aynı taktikte sürdüğüm halde çok özel bir çaba sarf etmedim. Kendiliğinden ince bir şey çıkıyor. Tabii ki bunu yine istediğimiz kadar uzatabiliyoruz. Yine aşağıdan hafifçe uzatıyorum. Ve küçük bir üçgen çiziyorum gördüğünüz gibi. Bunu istediğiniz kadar uzatıp ucunu sivri yapabilirsiniz. Bu şekilde. İsterseniz keskin bir kuyruk yapmak istiyorsanız bunu yapabilirsiniz. Ben her zaman kuyruğu gövdeyle birleştiriyorum daha ince bir şekilde geçiş yapsın, belli olmasın diye. Çok kıvrık bir şekilde gelsin istemiyorum. O yüzden böyle gövdeyle birleştirdim. Dediğimiz gibi bunu isterseniz kalınlaştırıp uzatabilirsiniz. Tekrar uzatıyorum. Yukarıya doğru. Ve gördüğünüz gibi kuyruğunu daha uzun bir şekilde yaptım. 210, bunu 263'te de yapmak kolay tabii ama 210 bana daha kolay geliyor bunları yapmak için. Hemen eyeliner'ın üst kısmını biraz kalınlaştırıyorum. Benim göz kapaklarım çok pürüzsüz olmadı. Böyle hafif tırtıklar olabiliyor. Onları da Q-tiple düzeltiyorum. Mutlaka bir makyaj pamuğu ya da işte kulak çubuğu olmak zorunda. Bunlar makyaj için yapılmış. Gratis'ten almış olduğum Benry diye bir makyaj düzeltme çubuğu. Şöyle Benry. Bu işte iki tarafı var. Birisi böyle basık. Normal kulak çubuğundan biraz daha farklı. Bir tarafı da böyle sivri bir şekilde yapılmış. Gördüğünüz gibi bu eyeliner da burada bitti. Gelelim MAC Liquid Eyeliner. Şimdi bu şöyle üçgen yapısı olan ucu süngerli bir eyeliner. MAC'in en çok satan eyelinerlarından bir tanesi fakat ben çok tercih etmiyorum. Ucu biraz fazla kalın geliyor bana. Yine aynı şekilde dokunduruyorum. Tabi bunların uygulaması daha kolay. Küçük küçük dokunduruyorum. Gördüğünüz gibi. Yine dokunduruyorum. İçten de hep minik hareketlerle yukarı ile birleştiriyorum. Sonra da düzeltiyorum. Ucu kalın olduğu için çok ince bir kuyruk sağlamıyor bize. Ama jel eyeliner'dan farkı daha siyah bir etki veriyor. Ben genelde bunu fırçayla sürüyorum. Fırçayı alıyorum. 210 numaralı fırçayı. Buna batırıyorum ve o şekilde sürüyorum. Çünkü gerçekten bana hitap etmiyor bu. Üçgen çiziyorum yine. Birleştiriyorum. Gördüğünüz gibi. MAC Liquid Eyeliner Boot Black rengi siyah. MAC'in Liquid Eyeliner'ı. Bu. Şu görmüş olduğunuz eyeliner'ı da böyle bir bitiş elde ettik. Her biriyle gördüğünüz gibi birbirine yakın gözükse de aslında çok farklı sonuçlar elde edilebiliyor. Gelelim çok güzel olan MAC'in Rapid Black Penultimate Eyeliner'ı. Şimdi bu bir kalem eyeliner. Şöyle çok ince bir ucu var. O yüzden harika, bayıldığım mükemmel bir eyeliner. İçlerinde gerçekten uygulaması en kolay olan Penultimate MAC'in eyeliner'ı. Fakat çok kısa bir süre gidiyor. Yaklaşık bir ay kadar gidiyor. Belki birazcık daha uzun olabilir. Çok çabuk bitmesi bunun en büyük dezavantajı. Hemen yine aynı şekilde ortadan başlıyorum. Tabii bu kalem gibi bir efekt veriyor. Yani simsiyah bir kalem değil. Açık bir rengi var. Göz kalemi gibi uygulandığından hemen. Yani bunu istediğiniz kadar bastırın. Ucunun kaçması çok kolay değil. Yani kalın oldu falan demeniz. Kontrolü inanılmaz kolay. Ancak dediğim gibi rengi birazcık açık kalem gibi. Boşlukları dolduruyorum şu anda. Görmüş olduğunuz gibi bunu da kısa kuyruklu bir şekilde sürdüm. Gözüm eyeliner sürüp silmekten biraz kızarmış olabilir. Gelelim Liquid Eyeliner'a. Gerçek Liquid Eyeliner'a. Şimdi burada Chewing Balm'ın Chewing'ini süreceğim. Bunu da aslında yeni almıştım. Yeni yapılan kozmetik alışverişlerine eklemeyi unutmuşum. Bunun da şöyle çok ince yapılı bir süngerimsi fırçası var. Ucunda şöyle göstereyim daha net görebilmeniz açısından elimi koyayım. Gördünüz mü? Yapısı çok güzel, fırçası yumuşacık ve gerçekten kontrolü inanılmaz kolay. Bunu kesinlikle Liquid Eyeliner sevenlere öneriyorum. Rengi çok siyah ve kalıcı bir eyeliner. Yine aynı şekilde dokunduruyorum. En dikkatli sürmeniz gereken eyeliner tipi bu. Niye? Likit olduğu için, yani çok sulu olduğu için çok çabuk bozulabiliyor sürerken. Eyeliner sürdükten sonra lütfen çok dikkatlice bakın ve kirpik diplerinde boşluk kalmışsa onları dokundurarak yine doldurun. Çok sık yapılan bir hata. Bu şekilde ince, kısa kuyruklu bir eyeliner sürmüş oldum. Gördüğünüz gibi. Liquid eyeliner tutorial'ım da burada bitmiş oldu. Gördüğünüz gibi uygulama teknikleri aynı. Kendi yapılarından ve fırça yapılarından dolayı farklı sonuçlar çıkabiliyor. Siz ne yaparsanız yapın, eğer çok aceleniz varsa, bir yere yetişecekseniz eyeliner sürmeyin. Kalem sürebilirsiniz ya da diplerine koyu far sürebilirsiniz. Ama çok aceleniz varsa eyeliner sürmeyin. Çünkü eyeliner sürmek vakit isteyen bir şey. Yeni videolarda görüşmek üzere. Beni takip etmeye devam edin.
Hi everybody! So today is a very exciting video for me because not only am I doing my most requested video of all time, but I am also filming with a brand new camera, so I am in HD, motherfucker! Here I am. You can see all my imperfections. Ready? Oh my god. There I am for real. We'll see what happens. Alright, so my most asked questions on this channel is about brushes. What brushes I think are the best, what brushes are absolutely necessary to have, what I think the brushes you should own if you're starting a professional makeup kit, so on and so forth, how to clean your brushes, all these different things. So basically today it's going to be brush 101. I'm going to tell you my personal opinions of what I think are the best brushes, what you should spend money on, and what's not necessarily, you know, needed to spend the money on, and what you can get for a cheaper price. I do have my iPad right here with me so that I can look up some of the things online, like prices and stuff, and help you guys out a little bit. So I'm sorry if I'm like looking down all the time. And no, I'm not one of those people who carries my iPad around with me everywhere thinking that I'm like so fabulous. This was a Christmas present from my husband, and I thank him for it every day because I'm extremely happy to have this. So I'm not like me and my iPad at Starbucks, like, oh my god. No, please, let's get real. So let's just start right off the bat. First of all, the way I store my brushes is I keep them in a little container like this. I got this at the Container Store, and they were $3, I believe. I think they were $2.99 a piece, and they were like this beige-ish color that wasn't like that cute. And so I just spray painted it silver. I just sat them down on newspaper and just spray painted it, and then boom, this is where I hold my brushes. So I own 3 of these, and that's all my brushes that I keep here. And that's an excessive amount of brushes. To have 3 of these, I'm gonna be honest, you don't need that many brushes. No one does. But I also do a lot of makeup here at my house on my friends and family and stuff like that. So I like to have a lot of brushes. Also, since I am a makeup artist, I have done trial and error and bought a lot of brushes to see what I think are the best, which is why I'm going to let you know what I think is good. I'm not going to really talk too much about what I think is bad. I'm going to try to focus on the things I think everyone needs. When it comes to cleaning my brushes, I use one of 2 things. I either use the MAC brush cleaner. Yeah, mine's empty. Like, oh my gosh. I have another one and I could not find it anywhere, so I'm sorry. But this is really great for spot treatment. You can put it in a bottle and put like a spray on top and just spray it out and spot treat your brushes if you're moving quickly or if you're doing people back to back and you know you're not working just on yourself. It's a great way to spot clean. And like people are always asking me how often I clean my brushes. When I'm using them personally, I don't clean them after every single use. Now if I do a bright blue eyeshadow, I'm obviously going to have to clean that brush again before next time, and I'll just spot treat it with this. I'll put some on a paper towel, rub it around, and then put it back in the canister, whatever you want to call it, and let it dry. I only take my brushes to the sink and actually deep clean all of them. Depending how often I'm doing makeup, I would say once a week to once every other week. Now, once a week is if I'm doing makeup every single day. Now when it comes to freelance work, if I'm using my brushes on clients, I will take them to the sink and deep clean them with a cleanser, and then afterwards I will also use alcohol on them to make sure that there is no bacteria left in there. I'm not going to use the same brush on another person's face when I don't know what's going on with their skin or their eyes until it is completely clean. When it's just me though, whatever. And then when I clean my brushes in the sink, I use Purity Face Wash because this gets every piece of dirt out of those brushes and removes everything. And they are so soft and completely makeup free after I'm done using this. A lot of people also say they can use like baby shampoo and things like that. I just really like the Purity. I think that it's really easy. It's just a one-step shop and you just boom and it's done. And then I'll take a little bit of alcohol on a tissue and just kind of go like this for my freelancer when I'm working on other people. So that is how I clean my brushes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, Sigma has this. I think this is absolutely hilarious. It is literally an oven mitt. But this is, it's so silly. It really is. I'm just being honest with you. It's a very silly thing, but it seriously works. Like, it's great. Like, if you have a brush and all you do is you like dip this into some brush cleaner and then you just go like this and it's done. I mean, it's the same thing as going like this, but it takes down the time by like half and you don't get your hands all soggy, because when you're washing 100 brushes at a time, you get done, your fingers are like disgustingly pruny and dried out. I mean, which isn't the end of the world, like, come on. But still, like, this is a great way to wash, and then you rinse it off, and then you kind of like reform it by going like this, and then you just lay it out to dry. So that's, it is a great tool, it really is, but it's not necessary for the everyday person who just needs, you know, like 5 to 10 makeup brushes. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's go on to makeup brushes. The first one I'm going to talk about is a foundation brush. Now, I think that no matter what you are looking for in your skins and your foundation needs, no matter the color of your skin tone, that's obviously not going to make a difference. If you're looking for a full coverage, a sheer coverage, dewy finish, a matte finish, satin finish, whatever you're looking for, I think that this brush can fulfill your needs. And I think you know what I'm going to talk about. It's the Sigma F80. It is the flat top kabuki brush, and it is synthetic. So basically what synthetic means, I'm sorry, like little hairs are coming out. This is fairly new. Okay, so basically what a synthetic brush is going to do, it's going to take all the product and lay it on your skin. Okay, so if you have a natural hair product like one like this, and you go on with foundation, it's going to give you a much more sheer finish. And the reason why is because this is goat hair on top. This is hair from the belly of a goat. No animals are harmed. They just cut the hair off the belly of a goat and then let them go run free. But they use that to make these brushes. So basically you have to think of the natural hair as like your hair. So if you put oil in your natural hair, it's going to soak it up. It's going to grab it. And that's exactly what a natural hair brush will do. So you have to think, if you take, you know, product on the back of your hand and you dip it in there and you go to your face, this brush is going to hold half of your product. And it kind of wastes your product. But when you use a brush like this that's synthetic, it's not going to grab that extra product. It's literally going to take it straight from your hand or straight from the pump and put it directly on the skin. So you get to save a lot of product, and I really think that it looks extremely natural, especially because it's flat and it's not, I don't know how to explain this. Like one like this that's shaped like a painting brush, one like this is going to leave some streaks, it can leave some lines, it's kind of hard to blend. I find that even if I use this after I'm done, I still have to like run over with my hands maybe and just smooth it out. Or I'll even go in with this and smooth it out. But with this, you don't have to use anything on your face other than this. Like, you just go straight on, you buff it on, you just do it everywhere you need to do, and it's done. Like, it is so beautiful. And going hand in hand with the Sigma F80 brush, there are other brushes in that line that Sigma makes. Like, they make the synthetic angled kabuki brush, the F82, which is the same brush, but it has an angle. So you can see, this is the one I use for foundation, and then this is the angle one. Now, I just got this one, I would say a year and a half ago, but I had this one for like a year before that, and this is what I use for foundation. And this still works because of the flat top on it. Like, it still works. It's a beautiful brush for foundation, but when I got this, I found myself not reaching for this one as often unless this one was dirty. And I just like this one a little bit more just because of the flat, like complete flat head. But this one is beautiful, beautiful for contouring and bronzer, especially a cream bronzer or a cream blush. I love this one. I love it because, once again, the synthetic hairs don't steal the product, so it deposits it right on the skin and just buffs it out. And it's really nice with this angle because you can really get into that contour line, or you can really get into that blush line and just buff it around. It's an amazing brush. Also, they have the flat angled kabuki in F88. And this one is completely flat. So you can see that this one is like a rounded flat, and this one is completely flat. You can see the difference. This has more of like an exaggerated angle to it, and this one is more rounded out. I don't use this one as much as I use this one, but I do like it. I really like this one if I'm going to do a dramatic contour. I'll put the product basically like right here on the brush. Anywhere on the brush is fine, but I put it mainly on the side of the brush, and then I will take it and just literally sculpt out my cheek. So if I like take a big brush and put some bronzer on, I'll take the same bronzer and then just go like and make just like one line just to give that like indentation even more. Indentation, oh my god. Oof. I have to say that when it comes to brushes, Sigma Beauty I think makes some of the best quality brushes for their price, and they are so much like MAC brushes, but they are so stinking cheap. It's like there's no comparison as to which one you want to get because of the price point. They're amazing, and I use them all the time. Now I have like every single MAC brush in my kit, and I have every single Sigma brush really. I mean, not every single one, but almost. And when I'm doing makeup on a client, they'll be like, oh, what brush is this? And I'll be like, oh, this is the MAC 224. And I'll be like, wait, no, it's not. This is the Sigma one. Like, even I get them mixed up all the time, even working for MAC for the past 4 years. I still can't even really tell the difference because Sigma is so similar. Okay, so basically the light changed big time because my memory card was full, and then I had all this stuff happen, and this is like an hour and a half later. So I'm sorry to confuse you. I think that the best eyeshadow brush of all time for packing color on all over the lid, so this color right in here that I have, like that light shimmery color, the 242 by MAC. I showed this brush in my MAC haul video for my kit, my freelance kit. I love this brush because it's so flat and it's just nice and dense and it's skinny, and because it's synthetic, once again, it's gonna pick up all the product and just put it straight onto the lid. It's not gonna steal any of your product from you, so you're gonna get a lot of pigment with this. I think that everybody should own the 242 by MAC. This is one of the only brushes that I will say that where MAC really knows their stuff. This is a great brush. And then next, you're going to need a good blending brush. Let's just talk in MAC terms. It's the MAC 217 is a really great one. Sigma also has one that's the exact same thing. It looks like this. This is MAC's, this is Sigma. It's the same thing. It does the same job. Once again, the MAC one is, how much is this? $25, I believe. And this one is $12. It's around $12. Sorry, my iPad left me in the time that I was walking away. It's back in my bedroom. But yeah, this one is half of the price of the MAC one, and you're not gonna tell a difference. It's a great, great brush. The third one is going to be this one. This is again Sigma. This is the E40. MAC has one similar. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys right now. The Sigma one absolutely outbeats, kills MAC any day of the week. The MAC 224, you can see, is so much skinnier. This is the MAC one, this is the Sigma one. You can see it is so much skinnier, and it has no shape and form like the Sigma one does. This is like so flimsy. It's just like skinny, and when you feel it, it feels like there's not enough hairs in it, and it's like there's something missing. And whenever I use it, I'm just like, oh, this isn't doing what I want it to do. The Sigma one is amazing. It keeps its form, it's dense, it blends so beautifully, it doesn't chop up your eyeshadow. Oh my god, I love this brush, and this is the E40. So for eyeshadow brushes, I would say that these three are necessary. The MAC 242, the Sigma E25, and the Sigma E40. These are amazing. Now you could do the MAC 217 and the MAC 224, but they're gonna be double the price, and it's gonna be the same thing other than the fact that one says Sigma and one says MAC. So that's just my honest opinion. Also, a lot of people ask me why I use this brush in my videos. The reason why, this first of all is a MAC brush. This is a 224. I use this because I can't stand the actual 224s. You can see the difference in them. This one is so much stiffer and more dense and has more form and shape, where the 224 regular doesn't. Now the difference is this came in a holiday kit, so you get 4 brushes for $50. I know people go crazy for those sets, but really I think it is so not worth your money, because MAC brushes are handmade, and when it comes out in holiday kits, they're machine made, and it's just, it's cheap, and things like this happen, and it's completely broken, and I've super glued it, and it's still just, it's a hot mess. But the reason I like this is because this one, for some reason, is dense. Because of it being machine made, I don't know, I like that. But then, I mean, I've never used the Sigma one up until, I would say, a month ago. I finally tried it out. Oh my gosh, I'm just like, yes, I don't have to use this little broken thing anymore. This is amazing. And then next I'm going to talk about eyeliner brushes. In my eyeliner video, I use a MAC brush because I had not discovered a better one. The MAC brush is just a hot mess. This is the 208 that I used, and it's flimsy, and I'm always cutting the hairs on it, and it's a little disaster, I'm gonna be honest with you. Once again, I cannot say enough. It's the Sigma E65. It has so much more shape, so much more form. It's so much more dense. It's like stiff in a good way. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me hold these up so that you can see them, the difference. So this is the MAC one right here, and the other one is Sigma. You can see this one is just so true to form. I love it because I've always had an issue with my eyeliner. Whenever I do my eyeliner, I'm just like, oh, I get so frustrated because that brush is just like, doesn't put on enough color. I feel like it just flimses all over the place, and this one is just so perfect. It's so easy to do, and it like a nice line, and you can get like a sharp cat eye on that outer corner. I don't know if you can see, but it's so easy because of this brush. It's just so perfectly dense. I love this brush, and this is $10. It's $10 and I would spend $25. I just want to tell you guys right now that if I were someone who didn't have any brushes, or I just had like a few brushes from the drugstore and I didn't know what to do, I would buy a kit. That's what I would do. I would invest my money in a kit, and I would invest my money in a kit from Sigma. MAC does not sell kits, which I don't know why. They really should. But Sigma has all different kits, and you can get online and go under the complete kits. I'll put a link below, and you know, for the Sigma Beauty website, whatever. Anyways, and you can get on there and just go to brushes and complete kits, and you can see all the different kits that they have and see which one you think meets your needs. I'm just gonna say, if it were me and I didn't have any brushes, I would invest in the Sigma Premium Kit. This is what I think that everybody would use these brushes in here. It's $164 and you get 15 brushes, which is insanity, I think, that in a good way, because I mean, if you were gonna buy 15 brushes from MAC, and not to mention there's some big face brushes in here. I mean, one brush in here alone, the exact same one at MAC, is $50. So I mean, to think about it, if you were getting the same brushes at MAC Cosmetics, you would be spending at least $500. So I'm just gonna show you guys what happens, like what this looks like when you receive it. It's in a book. It is in a leather bound book, and it has a zipper right up here, and you open it up. Sorry, I'm in wide angle right now, and so my arm might look a little fat. You'll deal with it. So underneath all these flaps are the brushes, and it's 2 pages of brushes. So let me just go through them really quickly to show you what you get, because I think this is the best kit. Right here you have this big brush. This is the Sigma F20 powder brush. This is the same thing that I use for my bronzer in all of my videos. Next is the Sigma F25. This is an oddly shaped brush. MAC has one just like this. Not many people gravitate towards it, but this again is for powder. You can do this. I use this for blush sometimes when all my brushes are dirty, or bronzer, whatever you want. It's just a powder brush. Powder brush. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the powder brush, or for blush brush, and this is the F10. This is my favorite blush brush in the world. MAC makes one just like it. It's the 129. This is the short handle, so it can be like thrown in your purse. It's the exact same brush. Feels the exact same, does the same thing. This one is a half of the price. It's an awesome blush brush. I like these brushes better than the classic blush brushes that are the white angled ones, because this puts on such a sheer wash of blush. I don't really like it. I feel like it looks kind of choppy. It doesn't put enough pigment on. I really like this. It blends it out beautifully. You can really work with it. It gets a good amount of color on there, because why apply blush if you want it to be so sheer that you can't see it? You know what I'm saying? Then you get a lip brush, and it comes in a little compact. That way, if you put it in your purse, your lip products aren't gonna get all over everything. That's really nice. Then it comes with the E45, such an amazing brush. MAC used to have one like this that was discontinued. This is such a great brush. It's really dense. It's got a little point to it. It's really great to get deep down in this area and here. And really, if you're having fun with like different looks and different colors, it's really great because the point to get all in these areas. It's a great brush. MAC should really bring it back. Okay, the E20. Again, MAC makes the same one, and this one is really great for buffing out under the eye area. If you have eyeliner, smudging it up, looks like that. It's just a short little shader brush. That's great. And then this is the exact same one as the 212 from MAC. I call it the 212. I use this brush for my eyebrows every single day. I also use this to pack on eyeshadow or eyeliner really densely in those lashes on the lower line. It just looks like this. It's just a flat brush, extremely skinny from side view. Then it comes with the one I was telling you about that looks just like the MAC 217, the blending brush that I think everyone needs. Then it comes with the E35, which looks just like the MAC 222, which the MAC 222 is $20 with tax, it's like $29. This one I believe is $12. Once again, this is just for that higher crease area. This gets in there and blends things out nice and easy. There's so many blending brushes in the world. I know it can be overwhelming, but once you play with them, you really get the feeling for them. You know, in the smaller blending brushes, the lower to your lash line you want to use it. And then the bigger it gets, the higher up you want to use it. So with this one, I like to use this in the mid crease area, and then I like to use the big fluffy one for higher up in here to blend it out. Making sense? I hope so. And you've got a tiny little eyeliner brush that looks like this. I don't really use these brushes. It's the E10. I only use it when I'm just touching up on that liner. I prefer an angled brush for my gel liner. Once again, nice brush if you like the skinny ones with no angle. Then there's a concealer brush, the F75. Looks like this. MAC has the exact same one. And then we have the Sigma Large Concealer Brush F65. Once again, great for concealer. Just buff this out, put it underneath the eye, and then I always go over with my fingers just to blend that concealer into the cheekbone. I feel like really no brush can do the under eye concealer like your fingers can buff it out. Then we have the tapered highlighting brush, the F35. I want to talk about this for a second because in all my videos, I always set my under eye area with a powder. Now, I use this one by MAC, the 225. Everyone is always asking me, what is it? Where's it from? It looks like a painting brush. Like, I can't find it. MAC discontinued it a couple years ago because that's what they do. I don't know why, but this is what I use just because I have it right here. Well, I just purchased some more Sigma brushes, so I'm not going to be using that anymore because I love this highlighting brush. I love it. It doesn't put on as much pigment as this one, which is great because this one you have to be careful because it puts on a lot. So the highlighting brush, for all of you who are wondering what I use under my eyes to set that powder, from now on it's going to be the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35. Amazing. I've been using it for the past 2 weeks. Absolutely love it. It's foolproof. Okay. 2 more brushes in here. The large fluff brush, this is the E50. Once again, MAC has the same one. Cheaper, obviously. I like to use this to pack on color all over the lid if I'm using like a light pigment or a color that I want to take from lid to brow. I usually use this for highlighting my cheekbones to just really precisely get a highlight in there, down the nose, all of that. And then last one is a duo fiber blush brush. This is really nice if you want to get just a light wash of blush. I like this one better than I like these most of the time. It goes back and forth though, but this will just do a very light wash. So if you're young, you know, and you're just starting makeup and you're a tinted moisturizer, light pink blush kind of girl, this would be a great blush brush for you. So now that we did that and you see the premium kit, I think that that kit is amazing. $164, and you're gonna get basically everything you need. The only thing it doesn't come with is this little eyeliner brush and this fluffy brush right here, the E40, and I think that you would need also the MAC 242. I would get those 3 outside of that kit and you have every brush you will ever need. Like seriously, every brush. I don't think that you'll need anything else. Oh, of course, and the flat top. Other than that though, I really don't think that there's anything else that you would need unless you're gonna do like advanced makeup artistry. It has a precision kit, which these are great. They come with 4 brushes, and I think it's $49, I think, $49 to $50. And these are really great for people who want to be a little bit more advanced in their makeup application. I really like these for concealer. I like the one that has an angle for concealer under the eyes. It's just like these, but in a smaller version. And so I really like how this buffs under the eye area really beautifully. These are great for applying eyeshadow primer, concealer, highlighting, highlighting down the bridges of the nose. I love contouring with this one right here, getting some color on the edge, contouring and sculpting out the nose, even a dense contour in the cheeks, under the lip area. I really, really, really like these, but this is for someone who's going to be more advanced in their brushes and not just starting off. I just wanted to touch base on the Beauty Blender really quick. I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys about this sponge. It's a lot smaller than this. You get it wet, you hold it underneath the faucet, I squeeze it, and it gets larger in your hand after a couple squeezes. Then I wrap it in a paper towel and just kind of go like this and get out the excess water. And then I go in with my foundation. I use this only on days when I'm feeling extremely dry because I want the extra hydration that the moisture will give to me, the water will give to me. I really like this for concealer though, under the eye area. I feel like this is one of the only tools I don't have to buff out my concealer with. I really, really love this. If you guys want me to do a full foundation routine using the Beauty Blender and the Sigma brush in my current foundation, just let me know. I know you guys will probably tell me yes, because I know everyone is interested in foundation and how to get your foundation to look the best and the most flawless. So the Beauty Blender is a great sponge, but if I could choose anything in the world for my foundation, it would be the Sigma F80. It will not disappoint you. And if it does, send it back. And also, when you receive these brushes, the first thing I suggest to do is take them straight to your sink, deep clean all of them with like a good face wash or something, whatever you think, shampoo, and just, I really like to be rough with my brushes when I first get them. Like literally I just scrub them, and I like to rough them up because I want them to kind of expand out a little bit. I don't want them to be so dense. I like to show them who's boss, let them know you're working for me. So I take them to the sink and I just rough them up, and then I just kind of pull them out, let them air dry, and then boom. And then after that, they won't be, it's kind of hard to manage them if you just get them and just start using them. I really suggest that you clean them first, and then they won't shed as much, and they'll be a lot easier to work with. So yes, that's that. I think that this completes that brush video. I really hope that I answered your guys' questions. If any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I will put the link down below for Sigma brushes, a list with every single brush that I talked about. You can go look at all their kits, pick out the one you think is best for you. If you have any questions before you want to buy or purchase anything, please leave in the comments below, and I will try to answer as quick as possible. And I will also list the MAC stuff that I put down below with their link as well. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I maybe I organize a little something in your mind. I don't know. I just suggest getting kits and a few extra brushes on the side, and then you'll be done for a couple of years. So yes, I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.